We got Coach Patsos with us now. So, Coach, I was just telling a story about yeah, if you want to go skiing, we got ski. Those are little swag tickets for you because you come by. We don't take it lightly. We know you're busy.
I'm on now.
There you go. You got it. So, Coach, EJ Manuel, a company called Fantex, buys 10% of his future earnings. They pay him $4.9 million. His original contract's $8.9 million. They thought he was going to make over 100 in his career.
That would be a no.
So everybody who bought in at $10 a share for his future earnings. They were all bought back out at $1 and change a piece.
I was just going to say $1.
Yeah, $1 and change a piece. They were bought back out. So,
Shark, do you want EJ Manuel on the Jets?
No.
That's a Jets fan saying an emphatic no.
Right. Well, because the Jets are going to tear down and build back up, and not with EJ Manuel. Coach Patsos,
Marshall's going to the Ravens, right?
I think he's going to the Giants, but that Ravens is an interesting one.
Good because he reminds me of when we resurrected who's creating
ago?
Steve Smith.
Oh, when you guys Steve Smith.
No, Steve Smith was this year, but a few years ago he helped him win the Super Bowl.
Bolden.
Loved him.
Yeah.
Physical receiver, big, strong. We have to be physical on the boards. Tomorrow night we got to hit the boards.
That's what
we got to rebound defensively, but we got to get to the offensive glass. And Nelson, this guy's tough. He's worth the price of admission.
So we're getting ready. The MAC tournament going on right now. We're at the Mac and Cheese Fest at the Albany Capitol Center. Patsos, Mr. Patsos, Coach Patsos, if you will, join
Doing the rest of the show with you. I'm staying until 6. Is that what you said? Commissioner Enzer told me to get here. Demos tried to hide me, and Commissioner Enzer said, "You're doing the show." I said, "I always do what the commissioner tells me."
Really? I didn't even think Enzer liked us that much.
Enzer's a great guy.
He is. He's going to join us.
He put us on ESPNU. He got to see on ESPN2. Look, he's got this thing, this convention center, unbelievable. Gavin Donahue.
Yeah.
Gavin Donahue got this done like foot by foot, hand to hand, door to door. That court over there looks really cool. Now they can have a few events, but, my friends at Monmouth are staying next door in the Renaissance. It's good down here. They got Enzer's done a really good job with all this.
You say your friends at Monmouth. The running question has been, how did Siena get such a tough draw? How did Monmouth get such a tough draw? If they win, they get you.
Yeah, well, we came in third, but we tied for third with Iona, but they beat us in the tiebreaker. Monmouth's great. King Rice and I go way back. He's from Binghamton. He's an upstate guy. And the guy who gets doesn't get enough credit, and I was an assistant. Rick Callahan's a great guy, was at Syracuse. He's a Saratoga guy. Rick Callahan's his top assistant. He kind of runs all the stuff, and I know how that is working for Gary Williams. Him and King are like yin and yang. They're just perfect, really? Him and King Rice. And he's a Saratoga guy, so they got a lot of upstate New York connections. I hang out in the summer with them and talk a lot. And I like all the coaches. I saw Baggett today, big hug, big handshake, all that kind of stuff from Ryder. John Dunn, I thought could have easily got Coach of the Year. King's clearly with winning 16 in a row, et cetera. I like the MAC. The MAC, we're tight. We're tight as a group, and we know to succeed, we all have to be kind of good and kind of do it together. I think Monmouth deserves to get in the tournament no matter what happens. They deserve to be in the NCAA tournament. I saw the numbers today. They're 42. They're ahead of a lot of teams that Joe Lenardi already has in. And I know Joe's great, but he's a St. Joe's guy, so how great can he be? No, I'm just kidding.
So even if St. Peter's...
Because I got a Villanova guy.
Well, so let's say St. Peter's beats Monmouth in the finals.
I think Monmouth deserves it. From Monmouth and Vermont are the two teams we played this year that deserve to go. But I thought St. Bonaventure deserved to go last year.
Right.
UNC Asheville got beat. They're going to go to the NIT. They don't just. Florida Gulf Coast is very close, whether they win or not. Should they go? But I think that Monmouth and Vermont should be in that tournament. And I don't want to see them play each other. I want to see Monmouth play Michigan State and Vermont play USC. Somebody big, little bit of. I grew up with the era when Princeton played Georgetown and all those. The David and Goliath type thing. But they've earned their way. They beat Memphis, a big BCS school. They lost to South Carolina on a last-second heave, and they beat Princeton, who's an excellent team, Monmouth. Monmouth deserves to go no matter what happens, in my opinion.
You've played them twice. Who's going to watch Monmouth tonight? Are you going to go out there? Is the team going to watch?
I am going myself. The team has 7:15 where we have to, get our little film wings tradition, and then Levon Long and Marquise Wright are going to a play at 8 p.m. Academics first, right, Shark? They are. They have a play. They take a theater class, and they're both seniors. This is like part of their theater project. So we're staying on campus tonight. We stick to our routine. They got to go to a place, so we move our thing. We usually meet at 8. Just wings, pizza, the scout, the assistants and the head scout go over that. But now, you're not allowed to scout in person. I like scouting in person. So I'll go to the Monmouth game. Shark, are you with me tonight? Yeah. So we'll go to the Monmouth game, And then I think the next game is going to be... No, Shark does enough with Roger Wine.
Okay.
Shark's interviewing for Zach By's position.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So, if he ever leaves.
If he ever should.
Yeah.
So, no, I like scouting in person. It's because it's not just Justin Robinson. We play 1-3-1, and Hornby can beat you with the corner 3, and what happens if you make Seaborn go left? You see that up close. I really liked scouting in person.
Right.
But it got to be the haves and have-nots. I'm at Maryland. I'm taking a flight to Oklahoma. I watch Billy Tubbs in Kansas play. I'm a young kid. You scout in person. You get pickup calls coming out, box or box 1 or box 3 out of the out-of-bounds play in person. Well, Maryland or BCS schools can afford to send you all over the place. And like everything in life, the rich got richer and they took advantage of it. Now they're like chartering planes, duking them to go scout Maryland versus, we play a game in New York City. All of a sudden they look over and Duke's assistant's there. Well, he's not in the lobby at JFK. He's not in the line like I was at Maryland trying to get through security because the plane that had Duke 17 on the side, right, which means there's 16 other of them, is taking him back. So in other words, scouting in person is really important. And I remember watching King Rice and Bill Guthridge, an assistant at Carolina, was a big in-person scout guy. So I'll do that. But tonight, we got to have a routine. The assistants take over. The assistant that has the scout, which is Greg Manning. Greg and Jordan do a great job. I don't give them enough credits. They do. I was down recruiting high school players because we need players for next year.
Right.
And then Abe Waldeslassy's come from Davidson, and then Shark, who was at Villanova with Jay Wright. His name's Ryan Harkins. He went to Marist. He graduated. He was a manager, masters from Villanova. These are guys that we all were. King Rice was one. John Dunn was on one here at Siena. John D'Argenio, our boss, he started out in the ticket office. He's a Dayton grad, moved around. That's how we all kind of move, and we're lucky enough to be head coaches. But you got to learn the business by doing lots of stuff, and I don't like when the NCAA limits the exposure young people can get to doing different stuff, whether it's recruiting or handling visits and stuff like that. That's really like a good thing, and that's why it's good to see the MAC in Albany, because you get to see up close how many little pieces go into this.
That's funny. They just they literally tweeted out that Zach By's leaving right while you were talking.
It was a guess. Where's he going?
You know where he's going, right? Going to Denver. I'll do it right here. I'll do it. It's online, so it's not my fault anymore.
No, hey, look, he's a hustler, man. He wants to go do the next step.
He's really good.
He's very good. He does play-by-play, and he does
No truth. Are you chasing him out of the market?
I love Zach. I'm good with Zach.
I know.
I'm really nice to you. I actually like your station because it's. You guys haven't gone to the national forum. A lot of people at your level.
You like Zach. You like Roger. You don't come hang out with me as much anymore.
I'm here too, by the way. I don't.
Patsos and I go back.
I will, but I like that you do a lot of local. Not a lot of ESPNs are doing local stuff too, combined with the national stuff. I appreciate what you do, but I think people should come down tonight and watch Monmouth play. And the second game is going to be a really good game too. That's no easy trick, and I have Ryder playing Iona, right? That's tomorrow night. That's going to be a really tough one.
Especially after the game Ryder.
If you win a game like that in tournament play by one, that can propel you to the next level. That can. People think, they won by one, they'll lose the next one. We beat Wilmington by one. We beat Xavier and David West by 20 the next game and went to the Sweet 16 at Maryland. Sometimes you survive that one and win. I would come out tonight, and then tomorrow's going to be great, and then of course if you can get tomorrow night. This Fairfield team, Sidibe's playing well. I'm telling you, they got two inside guys. Cobb's coming off the bench. Johnson's a senior and can shoot off the catch deep threes. He was shooting NBA threes up there in Buffalo against Canisius and Niagara. Hand is full, and right as an ankle issue, he sprained it. He sprained it Wednesday in practice. One of the first full court plays we had. He was excited and going hard, and someone kind of got under him, and that just happens in basketball. We're 5-2 with Nico. The only two losses are Monmouth, and one's a 2-point loss to Monmouth. I know they made a free throw, but it's we're down 2. They have the ball. He makes the 3. Nico plays great D on the guy. You probably don't have him Saturday, but you'll never know. Ankles things are just. Hammer's a great trainer. Everybody take care of him. His spirits were great at practice. We'll see how he feels tomorrow. But he didn't practice today.
There's a positive policy, the 10 o'clock tip-off, though. He gets a little bit more time to PT and all that stuff.
Sure, absolutely. The 24-hour rule is important. Every extra 24 hours you can get's big. The fact that we came tied for third now is a big deal, because otherwise we would have played last night. And the one time he does play, it's going to be really sore afterwards. That's how your ankle sprains work. They hurt. You play. Like in the NFL, it's fine because you have a week off. In the NBA, they want to bring you back day in between. Baseball, they wait till you're really ready. because once you go, it's going to be sore and you don't want to re-injure it.
Coach Jimmy Patsos with us right now. We're at the Hannaford Mac and Cheese Fest, the Mac tournament underway at the TU Center. Pardon me. And you got Fairfield. What do you think of these guys? You gonna take
great. Sidney Johnson's a great coach. He played it. He's from Baltimore. His dad's a professor at Towson University.
You know everybody. Like, it's not just, no, we played them, they're good. Like, you literally take the time to get to know everybody.
Yeah, I actually asked how someone's doing and actually listened to the answer. But Sidney's dad's a professor at either University of Maryland or Towson University, I think both. Sidney went to where Carmelo went to school. He went to Towson Catholic.
Right.
Then he goes to Princeton, plays for Pete Carrill. Then he gets the job there working for JT3. And then he leaves Princeton to go to play to Fairfield. That says a lot about the MAC. I mean, he wanted to go to the next level because Fairfield, the arena, it's a higher level of basketball. A lot of these leagues, I'm not to cast aspersion, a lot of these leagues have great teams in the 1 and 2 spots. Right. But our league 1 through 11 is really competitive. That's why winning 12 games in the league was really proud of our guys, especially with the start at 1 and 3. You got to win 12 and 8, 13 and 7. When you do that kind of stuff in our league with the players we have, everybody plays everybody. It's a tougher. He was in the Ivy League in Princeton, one of the most prestigious jobs ever. I mean, probably the best job in the Ivy League. And he wanted to test himself as a coach, he told me. I said, you're crazy. I'd stay there for life. But he makes the jump because he wants to see about playing against, above the rim athletes. So not everybody that has a 1,400 on their SATs type situation. Good guy, Sidney. Good coach. They're playing faster than first. He was all Princeton, then he's modified, and now they're playing very fast. They run up and down. Mitch Monagura is his assistant. Tom Parado is a Canisius head coach, is their assistant. So it's a very good, well-coached team, but they play really fast now. And this guy Nelson, he's had 40. Cobb's had 36. They kind of find the young guy. Johnson's is a guy I'm worried about, but Sidibe's really good. And Asabagu, they have different guys stepping up. But they won 3 really close games to come in 5th. They were in 7th. They beat Quinnipiac in overtime. They go and beat both Buffalo teams, which we went 0-2 in the Buffalo trip. We lost on a game-winning 3, and we missed a layup and a free throw. It's on me as the head coach. They go up there and sweep Buffalo, come in 5th. Well, we tied for 3rd. We get the 4th place coin flip. It's going to be a really good game. But they're going to run and gun. This guy, Tyler Nelson's first team all-league for a reason.
You also have the game on your home court. Well, technically not the court because the court's over there.
Yeah, so here, Gavin Donnie, you put it up here for me. It looks great.
In your home arena in a night game, how much of an advantage do you feel like that could be for you guys?
It could be. The 9:30 quarter at 10 starts really tough. But, the one thing is someone said to me, what do you think about the start time? I said, the minute they said ESPNU, you do anything. Gary Williams taught me that. Mike Krzyzewski's been great at that. John Calipari building UMass in Memphis. Where are we going? Are we on TV? We'll be there. You play on ESPNU, that's national. That's on in every restaurant, bar in New York City to San Francisco. I got a guy in Honolulu who works at ESPN Radio, Gary Dickman.
Okay.
He's got his own show. They watch our games. We're on ESPNU because they got him on the dish and everything. ESPN3 is good, but it's different. ESPNU, right. We're on in Seattle. We're on in San Francisco. We're on in Chicago. That's great for our school. It's great for Fairfield. It's great for the MAC, but it's great for Siena because we got a household name sort of across the country. So I'll tell you, hey, Enzer gives us ESPNU, gives ESPN2 against Monmouth. I really appreciate that, Commissioner Enzer. He announced a tournament that's going to be in Ireland, in Belfast. He brought some Ireland people over here. Guy's a visionary. And if you have to play at 9:30 to be on national television, you do it. I wish it was 9. Right. I wish it was 8:30.
A little earlier.
8:30 would be better for everybody. But I don't run. I can't even run my own life. I barely get my dry cleaning done. I can't play 7 teams and where they shoot. And this support staff that Rich Enzer and John Dargenio has a lot to do with this tournament.
Right.
Being here. And then setting up shoot-around times and moving around to the 4 hotels, whether it's the Renaissance or the Hilton or the Hampton Inn, or, you got to spread out the wealth. And the BB&L group. There's a lot of moving parts to this thing. And these guys do a really good job. The only albatross is probably Steve Masiello's 10 o'clock game last night, which I heard after the quick review only got done at like 12:47. I guess it took 20 minutes to review the game. They couldn't figure out whether the guy stepped on the line or not, and then whether the basket went good. And you want to get it right because these are people's livelihoods.
Yeah, right.
And I guess Jimmy Taylor's 3 was good, and then Butler's 2-pointer was not good. They had to review it. It took like 20 minutes to get all the camera angles and stuff.
Of course, that's that game, too, It's always that way.
It's the 10 o'clock game. Now, we go late. But after that, everything's smooth because we host the men and the women, and I think the women like being in Albany. Ever since I've been to Loyola, go to the downtown restaurants. I just saw Chris across the street, who does a great job. Pearl Street Pub, all these places. The pizza joints. Go to McGeary's. Go to Yono's. Support them all. Part of that is having all these people here is you have to move some people logistically. We got the 4th seed because that's what place we came in. I wish we won another game or two. This is where we are. But we're on ESPNU.
Right. Well, you got a great program. Got great kids. You're always fun. I mean,
Fun kids are all graduate.
So let's ask the most important question. Who's going to win the Mac and Cheese Fest?
Well, my nephew Derek's not here because they had one at Siena. That was great. Hannaford does a really good job. Shark is eyeing that mac and cheese right now for the Mac and Cheese Fest.
Living up to his name like a shark, man. He's got the little... Right?
He is. That's why I hired him.
Coach, you best of luck, and your team can get this done, right?
We can get this done, but you got to play Fairfield tough, and Nico's really been playing well, but Khalil Richards is ready. Kadeem looked good in practice. Sammy Friday can play. When we played down there at Fairfield, there was no one more important. Evan Fisher came in. It's going to take a whole group. But Javion looks good. Brett looks focused. I know Marquise is going to play, and Levon, like I said, Levon and Marquise are in their routine. They're going to a play tonight at 8. That's good. Stay in your routine, then go play your game.
Just another game.
But Levon, we need Levon to play well.
Are they in the play, by the way? Are they acting? Are they part of the production?
No, this is part of it. They're more like set design theater.
Right.
Remember, at Siena, we do the whole person.
Yeah.
So, I love theater arts. We went to see Fences. See, I'm Not Your Negro. Went to see Moonlight. I've taken to a lot of different, and Manchester by the Sea, although some of them didn't want to go see it. They said, too sad. I said, we're 3 and 7. We better go see a sad movie. I'm sad too. You're going to be sad with me. No more sad movies. Start winning. They turned it around after Manchester by the Sea. They said, "Coach, we'll win from now on." I said, "You got that right."
You just keep the DVD cover in your hand every once in a while. Do you guys want this? Do you want it?
As long as the players aren't still looking.
We
like
do
Casey
a lot of.
Affleck.
But it was great to see him get the award. How about the guy who won for Moonlight? Played at St. Mary's 4 years. He played for Ernie
Mahershala Ali or whatever.
Ali, who's from Oakland. His name was different then because he was from Hayward High School.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because I had been out there. Look, he wins an Oscar, Division I basketball player.
In the off season, can we go to trivia together?
We go to trivia, but I teach my players this. These guys are doing the set design of the play tonight. So sometimes you do the front, sometimes you're the actor, sometimes Levon has to write a little play at the end of the year. Tonight they're doing set design stuff. I'm fully supportive because at Siena it's about the whole person.
I love it, man.
Come on out. We need you guys out. They're going to be a great weekend.
It's Saturday night. Don't give me this late stuff. Get your ticket. Get out. As a matter of fact, you know what, closer? Let's give away 2 pairs of tickets to the game to get more people there. Caller 5, caller 6, 476-1045. In honor of Coach Patsos making time instead of getting his team ready. We got to go make more noise for him.
Got to go make more noise. I'll be Scout Mama tonight. Thanks so much.
Love it, Coach. Thank you so much.